Hello, people. Welcome to Main Event Boxing Talk. And I've got my co-hosts with me here, Spencer and John. Hello, guys.
What's going on?
What's up,
You okay? Right, welcome to audience to our new show called Hip Hop Boxing. Well, the first thing we're going to discuss is on Joshua Fury discussions moving forward on the so-called deal. What do you guys think of this?
The deal is supposed to be, what is it, 50-50 for the first fight, and the winner gets 60-40 in a rematch?
Yeah.
That's kind of intent on not wanting to give a percentage to Wilder a while ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, they got this whole white interference. Usyk is supposed to be interfering. So once they have their next fight, Wilder also talking about he's going to be able to beat up Fury in his next fight. So who knows what the picture might look like after this next fight. Because Pulev got to fight AJ. If Pulev mess around and beat AJ, then the fight is off. If Wilder mess around and beat Fury, the fight is off. So
it's a strange. What do you think, John?
what do you think? Why are y'all calling me on the phone?
I have no idea. I'm not. What's going on here? Oh, fuck's sake. I can hear what you're saying, but this is fuck's sake. I think it's a good deal. You know. Can you hear me?
I could hit. I'm on Zoom. I'm not on the phone call no more.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why he's on the phone call. Why it was him who did it. Fuck's sake. This is getting on my nerves now.
He's on the call though. He's on Zoom.
Oh, is he on Zoom? Is he here?
Yeah. I see his thing up there.
Unless somebody else.
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what I'm hearing you on though.
It keeps putting me on mute. I'm on Zoom.
I'm not putting you on mute still.
No, my phone or something keeps putting me on mute.
Oh,
Yeah, but I was saying, the 60-40 deal.
Pictures is on it.
Yeah.
Because I think that one keeps you off of the mute.
Okay.
I can hear you okay.
The 60-40 deal is the same deal he did with Wilder. Well, I think it's a good deal too, but I don't know. It seems like it's too good to be true though at the same time. So I think it's gonna be too much stuff that's gonna stop it. I really don't think Eddie really want to make that fight because he knows that AJ is pretty much one win away, especially with the country turning their back on him, calling them a racist and stuff.
Yeah.
AJ's one loss away to becoming, I don't know, bum and all that other little
Frank
bullshit
Bruno.
names
Frank
people be calling him.
Or
No,
David
he's
Price.
nothing like Frank Bruno. You can't compare the two.
No, he's saying he's one to win away from that type of level.
No, one loss.
Frank Bruno over there in the UK.
We know what he was. He was nothing special to everyone. You know, Anthony Joshua's gone and won most of the belt.
Better. Right now, he gonna start getting some of that villain money. I mean, sometimes the villain money can make you more money than the nice guy
definitely.
money.
But you guys know I don't like the guy anyway, so you know. I want Fury to win.
I mean, Fury would win, but AJ's not about to do all that, go in there and finish people off and stuff. Like, if he fights Pulev, he gonna fight him similar to the Andy fight, the Andy second fight.
Isn't there a danger that Joshua loses Pulev? I'm not being funny.
And so forth.
I just think Joshua is not going to be champion for too long. I think he'll get beat before he fights Fury. I've got a funny feeling.
Well, he only got Pulev to fight before Fury, so
yeah. I mean, there's real danger.
No, he got Usyk too.
But they Eddie trying to get it so that AJ fights Fury first, because if he would mess around and loses to Usyk, even though Usyk a Eddie fighter,
It looks bad.
that ain't as much money for Eddie to have
You know,
Usyk fight Fury.
it's crazy because if he do fight Fury, they could fight for super champ. Yeah, Usyk could fight for the regular champ
Yep.
when it comes to WBO.
And I mean, they each one of them except the IBF, they got that super title, so they could all like that equivalent super title. The WBO and the WBA actually have a super champion, but the
Didn't
WBC
something like didn't that
franchise
happen? Didn't that happen in the Floyd and Manny fight? It did like
Yeah.
Timothy Bradley fought somebody for the WBO.
Nah, what happened? That fight was for the WBO fight, the Manny Floyd fight, but Floyd didn't keep it. He just gave it up right after that. And I think Bradley fought was it
No,
Vargas?
they upgraded the fight to world champions.
Something like
something
that.
like
Because
that.
I think it was the two fights that Manny had after he lost to Floyd was Tim and Jesse, right?
I don't
And
remember.
I think one of those fights was for a title and the other one was just not. But I thought Jesse had the title. And the Bradley fight was just like a WBO international, some shit like that.
IBF the only one that don't have a super belt or some
Right. They
shit
only
like
got their one champion. They don't even have like
They
they
got a
have interims,
diamond,
but
a
they don't really
platinum.
do interims unless the champ
Yeah.
is hurt.
But we can't count an interim as like a super champ.
Yeah, no.
A champ with passes.
Yeah, no. IBF, they only have the one champion. Right. That's what I was saying. The only other designation they would have is an interim in the IBF, and that's like only if the main champion is hurt for a while and he can't fight. But and I don't even know how often they would do that.
Let's see what else is.
Yeah, I heard that Putin pop dirty. I see that wasn't part of the list, but throw that in there. He getting
Well-
stripped for his belt.
Right, the next thing, White Povetkin was moved to avoid the Champions League, which is European football, and I really don't care about football, but it was just moved to avoid clashing because more people would watch the Champions League than the actual boxing. What do you guys think of this? I know none of you, but I don't either.
Well, I know soccer is pretty big. I mean,
Especially in the UK.
Yeah. But you know, I'd rather watch the boxing than the European final. I don't care about that. What do you guys think of the actual fight? You think it's a good fight or not interesting?
I'm
I mean,
kind of
it's a-
interested. It should be a good one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, it's a good fight. I think probably skill wise, if they was prime for prime, Povetkin is a better fighter.
Oh God, yeah. I'm going to give White on the split decision.
Yeah, but
That last fight that he had, I thought he had a good fight.
who?
What Povetkin?
But back in, the one that was a draw.
Oh
yeah,
with
Hunter
Michael.
against Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah. No, again, like I said, I'm not even sure White could beat Povetkin now.
I
Because if
think
Povetkin was able to go, Povetkin went 10 or 12 rounds against Michael Hunter. I don't know if White could go that long and getting hit by Povetkin.
Look, Povetkin, as we know,
Oh, who knows? He might mess around and get popped dirty too, Povetkin.
Huh.
saying that I think it's White's time now. Who he's a top spot. I think he's only a little bit better than Povetkin. Only because Povetkin's goal.
They probably gonna agree to not testing. Like Pacquiao.
That'll be the only reason why White will win is because of Povetkin's age. Like, if his age is the better of him, then we can call it a day for Povetkin. But if Povetkin looked anything like he looked against Hunter, or the first 4 or 5 rounds against AJ, who knows? Because the way he was tagging up AJ, if he tagged up White like that, White might not have been able to recover the way AJ.
No, I think
If Povetkin lose, he retires.
Oh yeah, surely. Like,
So
yeah,
so on
surely.
on that note, I'm calling a draw.
That'd be funny. He have his last two fights be draws.
but you have a look at Povetkin, his stamina isn't there anymore. He hasn't got that.
Well,
stamina.
he went 12 against Hunter.
Yeah, but
in his
Michael
last
Hunter's
fight.
not a real heavyweight, is he? He's a small heavyweight. Who's good.
But
You know,
that means he was a. Wouldn't you think that Hunter was more active of a fighter then, since he's a
Right.
lighter guy? He ain't like he not like slow-footed like Dylan White was. Dylan White is right there in front of you, so you don't have to do a lot of movement, and you know what I mean.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is, I just think that White, well, if he lands one of those left hooks on Povetkin, he's going to see.
I mean, it's like I said, it's quite possible. Povetkin is 40, so it's up there. But if we going on just off
That's
their
what
last,
he's supposed to do. He's supposed to knock out the 40-year-old Povetkin.
right? So
If he
So-
goes 12, then it's like, oh, he went 12 with the old man. And then if anything happens like knockdown, like if Dylan get knocked down or something like that, he really gonna hold on to that interim belt talking shit.
yeah, nobody like it wouldn't be. No one would be looking at him as like a threat to dethrone anybody. He got to have an impressive win over Povetkin. I don't know if he got it.
Remember, I said that he was gonna I said that he's gonna lose to Usyk in some kind of interim champ, like 3 interim belts on the line kind of fight.
Dylan White, yeah, maybe. He fucking around. Yo, and if like Povetkin, this is a break for him. He's having a long break with the pandemic and all of that since his last fight. So, you know, he
Come on,
ain't
this is the same Povetkin. That's too small.
that what.
The winner can fight the winner of
White's tougher than
Char,
Yeah, he could fight the Char winner.
the Char and Trevor Bryan.
Yeah, that'll be a good one, and that could be like a unification,
And
a
then,
semi.
It's not bad as people don't know how good Trevor Bryan is. We don't have a clue how good the guy.
and then Usyk is supposed to be fighting Parker for some kind of WBO. Probably
I thought he was fighting Chisora.
I know, but then
Meant
he was
to
supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight him, and then WBO was supposed to order him an interim fight with Parker. And then Parker was just recently talking about how I'll accept that fight when it's offered. So I think that he gonna fight DC and fight Parker.
That'll be Usyk's next 2 fights. White will be Povetkin, and then Char Bryan winner.
Problem is, between Dillian White, Povetkin, and some of the other guys, they have good they are. Do you know what I mean? Because there's nothing between them.
One more time, I couldn't hear you.
Sorry?
I couldn't hear you.
I think Michael Hunter's probably, possibly cause a shock against Dillian White because of his style.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really knows.
Wasn't Michael Hunter supposed to line up to fight somebody?
Yeah, but I can't remember who it was.
He was wasn't he supposed to fight Trevor Bryan?
No, that
Trevor
was
Bryan
Manny
was
Char.
supposed to fight
Manny
Char.
Char.
Michael Hunter, he was gonna fight.
I
It
can't-
ain't Jermaine. It ain't Takam, right?
No, you know what? I can't even remember. It's so long since we've watched
And
the
it's
real
not.
boxing.
Is it Jermaine Franklin?
I believe it was, yeah.
I don't remember, man. I don't really remember.
No, but it's been 4 months. Don't forget, we haven't really watched boxing for 5 months. Gotten so much.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people's schedules, they might try to keep with what they was about to have, or they might just, like start some new path.
Right, shall we move on now anyway?
Yeah, we could.
We've got about 25 minutes. Berchelt stops an overmatched foe. Did any of you guys see this fight?
The Burchell fight?
Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yo, it's funny. Yo, it's a tune-up fight. I don't want to look too much into the fight or whatever the case is. But Burchell get hit a lot.
Oh yeah, well you know, shit. Look at the style. The style's not about defense.
Yeah,
It's about hit me, and
I was
I'ma
like,
hit you.
yo, this dude, if this dude had some pop, he was putting hands on Burchell for a couple of minutes. I'm like,
That's why Burchell don't want to fight Aaron, because Aaron is gonna keep hitting him in the face all 12 rounds because he don't know how to put his guard up to block.
and I'm like, Leo Santa Cruz might be able to beat Burchell with no issues because Leo Santa Cruz throw like 100 punches in a round.
And the crazy thing about it is, when I had said that a year ago, and people was looking at me like I was nuts, I was like, man, Leo will beat him. Cause one, he don't block. Leo could box, and dude don't
Leo's
block.
more of a boxer.
Dude don't block. If you don't block, all you can do is beat up on little dudes. That's why you want to fight Valdez, because Valdez is
That's
like
what-
3 inches shorter. He got like 4 inches of reach on him.
And
He was gonna
Valdez
bully on
gets hands put to him too.
Yeah.
So Valdez is a shorter version of Burchell.
That's why I thought the Valdez and Frampton fight was gonna be a lot better. Would have been a much better fight.
Yeah, it probably is. Cause I'm looking at that, I'm like, ain't no way Lomachenko should have no issues with Burchell. When
Yeah,
he go
it's
back.
strange.
Like, who else is up there at 130 with him? You got homeboy JoJo, right? Because he got the IBF.
Leo whooped JoJo ass too.
Oh yeah. Leo could beat JoJo. Shit, Gary should come up 130 and fight JoJo again and take that belt.
You know, I'm looking forward to that Andy fight versus Charles Martin. It's supposed to come after the Areola fight.
Charles Martin and who?
Andy Ruiz.
Oh, that's.
'Cause they used to train together. They used to have the same coach that he threw under the bus.
Who, Andy and
What is the dude name? I think his name is Manny Robles, I believe, was the trainer.
Robles?
I'm not sure though. I know Andy threw his trainer under the bus, and that's who Charles Martin trained with.
Yeah, it was Robles. Yeah. All right, what's next, Nat?
oh. You hear that? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Jarrell Miller's failed the drugs test. What do you think of it?
He failed the drug test. He blew his fucking money.
That boy crazy, man. I don't know what that dude did.
Yo, somebody brought this up though, right? I just want to say this. Jarrell Miller popping 30 for a drug test, right? Everybody is quick to disown him without like really like going deep into what it was or if he had any excuses or anything. I mean, it's just
That's what happened when you got Pryor. When you got Pryor,
Yeah,
nobody want to hear that shit.
me personally. There ain't no excuses for the shit. You blew it. Like, this was a chance for you to come back. Even I think more people use than they let on to be. I think more people in the inside the gyms are using some type of performance enhancing something. However,
I said when I first heard, I said I thought that maybe he didn't know. Like what? Like how can you pop for the same shit? I said, well, maybe he didn't know in the first time what it was that he was taking that got him caught in the first place. So he thought it was something else to still take some shit again. Because it didn't make no sense for him to pop for the same shit and then you pop after you done pop. It's like, man.
right, and it's not like you can try to like go under the radar with this. There ain't that many sports on. So your fight is gonna be a focus. Look, know, it's more eyes on your fight than usual. So, like, maybe he thought he could, like, I don't even know, man. Look, making Brooklyn sound bad, look bad and shit. Anyway,
I don't think there's a way. The only way he could probably come back is if he goes and fights in Mexico or something. You know, like look good.
he could fight again. That's the problem with boxing. Like, there's no universal place that could. He can't get banned from boxing because not all boxing commissions are the same. They not all working under one thing. He could go fight in Japan or Australia or somebody or someplace like that.
But
He could go
he's never
fight
going to
in-
get the big paychecks
I'm not thinking if he wasn't a juice, why not just be a wrestler?
again.
Yeah,
He's
or
been
try
cheating
to
his
do-
whole career. You know,
or since he got that kickboxing shit, try MMA.
Or something. 'Cause goddamn.
the problem is, I mean, I think it's sad that it has come to this, that his career has come to nothing. You know, he's going to be ostracized now.
You know, he ain't a champion. He was never a champion, so he ain't have that champion level masking agents and shit.
No, but he did fight people who were good.
He had that bargain basement fucking PEDs that show up in your system.
No,
Yeah.
we shouldn't really laugh about it, should we? Because this is serious.
Man,
He
that
could have
boy
killed him.
tripping, man.
Like, cause like I said, I tell everybody this. I think mad people are quote unquote cheating. Cause I think a lot of people take performance-enhancing drugs. I don't think, you know, it's crazy to think that an athlete is gonna put their body through all of that shit and recover naturally. That shit is just ridiculous to think that. But, you know, that's just my thought. Whether or not it's that creatine or whether or not it's that protein powder or whatever the case is, they doing something to help repair themselves.
But he's just a big fat. You know, I've lost all respect.
But when you get caught, you can't cry and complain. Got face.
No, but he's going to make excuses. He's going to blame other people. And I know what he is, and he won't done anything. Remember this? I'm like, how dare he? You know. Yeah. He's only looking at America.
So, what's next? Unless we got something else to talk about him with.
We've got a little bit more.
Canelo fighting on a Wednesday.
Is that going to be on the zone?
Yeah, I mean that's who the deal's with.
I gotta restart my DAZN account.
Hmm.
Well, there's nothing happening.
I'm like, you know what? DAZN better try to go back to doing $9.99 a month, trying to get some of these players, the people back.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you that's what they gonna need to get me back.
They will, or go out like a ESPN and give them $5.99 or bundle.
After I paid all that for dead air.
Yeah, like that shit is crazy that like my shit ended. My thing of having to pay the $9.99 a month ended right when the pandemic started. Right? So my shit was you know what I mean? Like I was cool. And then once the pandemic started, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy the shit right now because ain't no fights on this shit.
Yeah,
So I didn't have to renew my subscription at that time.
they don't say who Canelo gonna be fighting. They just say close to a deal.
Yeah, it ain't Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh, it says Canelo would probably end up facing Munguia, Anthony Durrell, or Lemieux.
It's gonna be Lemieux.
You know, I just said Lemieux.
They're not gonna sacrifice Munguia. They could do Durrell, but I doubt it. Only way they would do Darrell is if Lemieux get hurt or some shit.
It doesn't make no sense to make Darrell fight.
Not at all. No. Only thing it would be is because Darrell is a naturally bigger dude, and he's a former champion, 2-time former champion.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're gonna bring somebody in from another promotional company,
Darrell
That's
ain't
all
asking
easy.
for that much money.
huh? Like, just give me 200K on some of that meat you ate. So that's give me
Give me 150,000 and
250
ship some water to Flint, Michigan.
and let me be bolder. Well, fucking shit.
But yeah, I think
what's
it might be Lemieux though. I wouldn't put it past. Like either Lemieux or I mean Munguia is a former champion too, but Munguia, I don't know if they'll sacrifice him so soon.
it makes more sense to be Lemieux. He's an in-house fighter,
Yeah,
a
former
slugger.
champion,
People know who he is.
and it's a fight that people aren't really expecting the biggest fight on the comeback fight, so he could slide in this Lemieux fight right now and get away with it.
Yeah.
What you think?
Who did?
No, he's not. I can't think of any viable opponent.
All right, next is what's it called? Supposed to fight a couple of weeks before Canelo. Jorge Linares and Fortuna.
That should be a good one.
That's gonna be a good fight. I think Fortuna's gonna win,
Me too.
but I still don't think he's gonna get a shot at that at that belt.
What belt?
He was supposed to be fighting Haney.
You don't think they're gonna give him a shot at Haney belt?
Nah, I think something's gonna happen where he's gonna get Linares out the way, and
They might let
Right.
him. Who got the
And-
WBA junior belt?
Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia gonna end up with that WBC once Haney move up.
Right.
He's gonna skip right over him.
You don't think that they'll have Tank fight Fortuna?
PBC could have made it already. He's a PBC guy.
Yeah, but if he beat Linares, then he could fight Tank. That'd be a good win for him to go into a Tank fight with.
I mean, it is because he's definitely not gonna get that shot at the WBC. They did him dirty already like 2-3 times already.
Yeah, they want him to. Don't they want him to fight Luke Campbell to get the mandatory spot anyway?
Well, they had ordered it, but then the WBC gave
Ryan
Haney
Garcia.
optional, so he picked Campbell. So now Haney has to fight pretty much the next person in line. I don't even know if it's gonna be for an interim or not. Because they haven't
Well,
mentioned interim.
that's a pretty interesting division too. The matchup they could make there that they not making, that they could make is crazy.
We've got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I see you just put up the other thing about
Yeah,
Jeff Horn and Tim Tszyu.
that's what he put up. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Jeff Horn, key member,
that's
jumped ship.
messed up.
How
Are they
good is-
supposed to be fighting?
At some point, yeah.
Well, they already had a date, but then it got postponed because of this. Or the
Right.
Rona.
So I think Tszyu is going to cream.
How good is Tim Tszyu? Because I've only seen part one.
We definitely gonna find out.
Yeah, I think he'll beat him. What it is in Australia, you don't have a lot of people to really get better with.
Boxing 2 years, and surely this is a step too far.
Like he come to America and he do some sparring here, or he go over to some place where they got some decent sparring. then or he got to be able. He's too far away to really bring in a bunch of sparring partners. Really, they have to pay him really well.
Make it. I don't know how good it is.
That'd be it. That'd be it. They look good. They got the good fundamentals. They could throw ones and twos well, but if they don't have anybody to kind of like sharpen it up between the fights and training camp and in sparring and all of this other stuff, then they'll probably be stuck at a particular level until they like branch out and do better. Go to a
I know
different gym.
that Horn.
But anyway, so Dylan White and Tyson Fury, they got a little war of words going on between them.
I mean, what about him?
Yo, I love it. I love the way the people are showing all of the naysayers right on how they Dylan White was being ducked by Deontay Wilder. He should have fought Deontay Wilder a long time ago. Deontay Wilder was ducking him and all this other stuff. He's still a mandatory, still has that spot, but being that Wilder ain't the champ no more, Fury is the champ. Fury ain't got to fight White. He gonna beat him anyway. He could wait and all this other stuff. So the conversation is just so hilariously transparent and expected. But with that, I'm not gonna say no more because we've covered all the bases, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one more thing we can.
What is that?
Let me go to the other thing. That was in the other thing. What do you guys think of this matchroom fight camp? It's going to be in the back garden of the headquarters of Matchroom Boxing.
Is that what a Dylan White fight is at?
Yeah, the
Fight camp.
yeah, they yeah, I want to see how they're gonna do this. I'm waiting. People popping positive for COVID left and right. Y'all can hear me?
You said what?
I said people popping for COVID left and right, so who knows?
Yeah, bro.
And popping dirty.
Oh, yeah.
So who knows how that thing is gonna go. I mean, I like the concept, but I mean, for a fan, anything that helps to get the fights on. I just hope they have some better fights than what we've been seeing on this.
No, but there isn't. They can't afford to. Apparently, the British border control, so they can only have 5 fights on a card.
5
Plus,
fights,
so
if they have good cards.
the cards are not going to be good until up and running properly again. We just have to accept it is what it is.
Now, so they're gonna have guys like Cheeseman fighting.
Cheeseman will be fighting Sam Eggington. Yeah.
Y'all gonna have guys like what's that dude's name?
Tom
Let me have a look what's on the cards.
Tom Otto. Yup.
No, car full of them.
Martin Bacall will be fighting Kuzmin on the undercard. Katie Taylor will be fighting on the
That
undercard.
ain't a bad fight. That ain't a bad fight.
That's a very good fight.
Yeah, Kuzmin's pretty good.
Yeah, and Bacall, they about kind of similar in around range level.
To be fair, Bacall has improved since he lost Hunter. He's improved a hell of a lot.
Yeah, he lost to Hunter, then he came back and won 2 fights after that, I think.
Beat Wack and
He beat Wack and who else?
he beat Wack and a couple of.
Right, so like
he stopped Wack in 7 rounds, so he's got some time.
yeah, and then and And
It
White
just shows
couldn't-
how good Michael Hunter is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it makes, you know,
Exactly. So that's not a bad fight to watch. Considering. I mean,
he
if you
could.
got, I'm
I
gonna say
think-
if you got little fights like that, then that ain't too bad.
With a bit more training, I think, a bit more season, I think that Michael could be a serious threat to Dillian White.
He just can't. Yeah, he might be. He ain't around that level, I guess.
He could be. The other card is, you know, it's not even worth mentioning because that's it. The next card, even worse. Then you got Eggington Cheeseman, which is a good fight.
Are they charging y'all for them fights?
The only one we're getting charged for is the Povetkin fight. That's the only one that's going to be pay per view.
And wow. I don't know.
It has to be, doesn't it? Because of the pay gap that Dillian White and Povetkin have. I mean, that's the problem.
I mean, I could see them having to pay to charge for Dylan White and Povetkin because
It means the cards will probably be more expensive to pay for on, you know, on box.
it's just yeah. Well, that's a good one. So wait, is the Kuzmin fight gonna be on the Povetkin card?
I'm not sure.
More fights.
Because if that's the case, then that's a good ass card.
It's not a bad card.
I mean, it's a good ass card considering what we've been getting recently.
Oh yeah, but all the British are crap, aren't they? Let's be honest. If you're in America, you're looking at it, you're thinking, what is this shit? Well, we've run out of time. We've got a minute left. So do you guys want to?
All right, well, speak to y'all next week or whatever. And y'all be easy. Make sure y'all wear the mask. Black Lives Matter. Too toughing them out.
People, the next show will probably be about 8 or 9 days when I'm off work or whatever, so I have to work around that. Right, we'll stop recording.